Welcome to Bloodlines. I'm Oliver. In this video, we'll go over how to get to and fight all the bosses in this game. Some of these bosses drop items that are required to progress through certain skill paths. If you need help figuring out how to unlock skill paths and progress, I recommend you watch my beginner's guide. A link will be in the description. The first boss we'll look at is the Barbarian. You can find him near the entrance to this cave near Windy One. Attack him repeatedly to start the fight. There's two attacks you have to watch out for. He'll either jump in the air like he's doing here, or he'll throw punches like these. If he punches you, you want to perfect block his attacks. You do this by pressing F while he's pulling back his arm. If you do this 3 times, he will be stunned. And you can do 2 to 4 M1 attacks, depending on the weapon you're using. When he does his jump attack, you want to be in midair while he lands. Make sure he doesn't land on you. Keep in mind, jumping while in combat uses stamina bars. If you have a special dash, you can also use that to get away from him while he does this attack. When he's downed, just press B to finish him. He'll drop a Redsmith's mold. You can use it to upgrade armor or progress through the Tai skill path. For the next boss, you want to start from Fort Mellow. Jump on this tree to check if the door to the boss area is open. It's currently closed, so we'll have to open it by doing a simple puzzle. If you have chakra sense, I suggest you check what everyone is doing. It's not unusual to get jumped while solving this puzzle. You want to find the right order in which to press these 4 buttons so the door to the boss area will open. If you can't press them, it's probably because someone is inside fighting the boss. To help you keep track of what combinations you've tried, think of each button as representing the numbers 1 to 4, and just go in ascending order. Once you get the right combination, the ground will light up like this, and the door will be open. The combination will be different for each server. I got lucky that time and got it on the second try. I'll use another clip to more clearly showcase how to solve this puzzle. While this can be a bit time-consuming, once you learn the combination for the server you're on, you won't have to redo this part until that server shuts down. Also, unlike other boss areas, the door for this boss doesn't open once you beat it, so you won't have to worry about getting jumped immediately after beating the boss. Make sure the door is closed. Sometimes it doesn't close due to a bug. The Barbarit is very simple to fight. You have to watch out for its teleport move. Move away from him when he does that. He'll also do a spin attack, which you can perfect block. M1 him immediately afterwards. He'll be stunned for a bit. He'll also swing at you with his weapon. You can perfect block him, then M1 him once. Or you can just move away so he doesn't hit you. You can also just use ranged attacks since he's pretty slow. You only really have to worry about him teleporting towards you. Once you've knocked him down, you should press the B key to grip him. He'll drop Barbarit wraps, which you can use to complete the Sword of Mellow quest, or you can sell for 35 Rio. You don't lose this item when you die, so grinding this boss is a good way to always have Rio on hand. After you beat him, you'll find some rewards here. Usually it's just gems, but you can find some other rare drops that are common to all boss areas. Ring and weapon schematics, Akatsuki cloaks, spoons, all 3 glowing fruits, and rings. This specific boss area is the only place where you can find an Anbu mask. If you can, make sure you chakra sense players before leaving this area. They might be waiting to ambush you outside. To fight Manda, You first want to head to the Oasis after you've completed the Bedouin Chakra Fragment quest. Check my beginner's guide if you need help with that. Speaking to him after this quest is completed will allow you to buy a key from him for 20 Rio. From there, you want to follow this path until you find a closed gate. Use the key to open the gate. You'll have to go through a maze that has 3 levels to get to the boss. You'll have to find and press a button in each level so you can get to the next one. There will be traps along the way, so be mindful of them. I recommend you don't break this chakra point, so you only have to do all of this once. Use the key again to open the gate, or you can dash through. Use some form of mobility to get to the platform. Make sure you don't fall in the void. This is one of the harder bosses, and it's easy to get jumped while fighting him. Manda's first move is spitting poison. You can avoid the damage by staying behind it while attacking. You'll also have to watch out for its tail. You can avoid this damage by being in mid-air when it uses this attack. If you get too far away from the boss, there will also be exploding NPCs that spawn, which in combination with Manda's tail attack can result in you falling to the void. Once you defeat it, you'll get the standard rewards. This is the only boss area where you can find a cracked mask. You can also find an item called Snakeskin that currently serves no purpose. I don't recommend doing this boss unless you want the mask. There's a lot that can go wrong while fighting him that can result in you losing some life force. The next boss is Tairock. Before you can reach the boss area, you'll need to go to Bio Bay and talk to the basalt prisoner to get a stone which will allow you to open a gate. Then you want to go to Rosemary Pit. Use the basalt stone to open the gate. Hit the boss multiple times until he attacks you. Make sure you're hitting him and not the log. Tairock will use the basic taijutsu moveset against you. He's an incredibly easy boss. Just visualize yourself fighting against another player who is trying to cut a rope with a spoon. If that's not working for you, just M1 him repeatedly until he goes down. Once you wear him down enough, he'll be knocked. You'll need to grip him by pressing B. When you do that, the gate to the boss area will open. If you have chakra sense, make sure to check where other players are before you land the finishing move. It's not unusual to have other players hiding close to the gate, waiting to strike you while you're low. You can find fighters' wraps in this boss area. You can use them to buy the fighter's outfit, or get the final taijutsu skill, gates. This is a good place to farm rare item drops, like weapon schematics and spoons. The next boss area is right next to Chakra's Edge. Attack the Chakra Knight to start the fight. This boss has a moveset similar to the Barbarian. He'll leap into the air. You can avoid this by being in mid-air when he lands or simply moving away. He'll also swing his weapon at you. You can perfect block in a similar fashion to the Barbarian fight. However, his attacks are much more unpredictable, so I recommend simply wearing him down with long-range attacks. He's not very complicated, but if you're having trouble, you can always use long-range attacks to get the gate to close while you're outside. You can use moves such as Earth Dragon or Water Wave to achieve this. Then use long-range attacks to wear it down. The downside to this method is it will be very easy for someone to jump you, so watch your back every once in a while. If you have the fire skill path unlocked, you can attack the Chakra Knight from above. That way the gate will close with you outside of the boss area. You can kill it from up above, or go down to kill it faster. Keep in mind this boss dies automatically, so the gate will open immediately, meaning other people can go inside and steal your drops. Sometimes you'll find a chakra heart in this boss area. You'll need it to progress through several skill paths like Spear, Kunai, or Chakra. To get to Lava Rosa, you need to enter the cave that the first boss we covered, the Barbarian, is guarding. Turn right when entering and just follow the path. Press this button. This will open the gate that you'll find if you make a left turn when entering the cave. As you can see, the gate guarding this button is now open. Make sure you don't fall in the void and press this other button. Now just head back. The gate should be open. Just go to the boss area to start the fight. I recommend pressing these buttons before you start fighting the boss, so it's harder to fall in the lava. If you're trying to fight Lava Rosa straight on, I recommend you get some help. He has a moveset that's almost identical to the Barbarian. He'll jump in the air and he'll try to punch you. However, if he manages to hit you, he will inflict the burning ailment, which will quickly wear your HP down. Also, he has this extra stomp attack you have to watch out for, which block breaks and ragdolls you. And there is always the risk that you lose life force by falling into the lava. There is an easier option to all of this. Just dash through this gate and use ranged attacks. He won't be able to damage you much while inside this enclosure. When he is downed, just press B to grip him. Keep in mind that doing this will result in getting a flaw if you ever try to complete the Lavaraldi Chakra Fragment quest. You'll sometimes get a lava horn as a reward in this area, which you will need to get the last skill in the fire skill path, Twin Dragon Flames. However, this boss isn't worth grinding in my opinion. If you need to get a lava horn, just pickpocket the boss while he's knocked. I cover how to do all of this in my beginner's guide. I recommend using Chakra Sense after the fight. There might be someone going towards you, or waiting for you outside the boss area. Luckily for us, we just have to worry about our friendly neighborhood duper. Go through this portal to get out of the boss area. If you ever see someone doing this, make sure to attack them and report them.